Naked, starring Marlon Wayans, available to watch right now on Netflix. It's really, really, really bad. In every aspect of filmmaking, it's not done well. In the handful of parts I enjoyed, Marlon Wayans isn't even involved. The premise of Naked is basically Groundhog Day, in which he repeats the same day over and over and over again until he finds out the meaning of it all. Now, I'm not a big Wayans brother fan, but I do enjoy some of his films like Scary Movie, Don't Be a Menace, and even White Chicks sometimes. Those are movies I can enjoy when I'm in the right mood, but one film that I will watch to the end whenever it comes on, no matter what mood I'm in, is Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. It's just one of the best movies ever from a dramatic standpoint, from a comedy standpoint. Philosophically, it has interesting things to say. It's just so good. So that's how I got tricked into watching this movie. I tricked myself, basically. I'm pretty gullible. Marlon Wayans plays Rob Anderson, a substitute teacher who doesn't really have that much drive. And he's getting married to Megan, who is many leagues above him. And her father lets him know that. Megan is played by Regina Hall, who is completely wasted in this role. She isn't given anything interesting to do. Megan's father rightfully calls out Rob for being unaccomplished and lazy and believes he can't possibly take care of his daughter. Some hangover type shit happens and Rob wakes up naked in an elevator on his wedding day. And this is where the day begins as he's trying to salvage his wedding over and over again. First, the positives, and I'm being more than generous by calling them positives. As bad as this movie is, I give credit to Marlon Wayans. He works hard. The script isn't funny, but he is acting so hard. Overacting, actually. Overacting the shit out of this film, from the way he contorts his face to how big his performance is. I don't know what more he could have done, physically. Still not funny though. Maybe some subtlety would have actually helped. Dennis Haysbert, who is the Allstate guy with the really sexy low voice, he plays the father-in-law and is actually very good, easily the best part of the movie for me. His lines are bad, nothing about this movie is good, but he has presence, and I wish we could see him in more stuff. There's also a pretty great cameo by one of my favorite recording artists. Alright, that's my good deed of the year. That's all the good things I can think of. The bad things are everything else. Let's get back to the plot and I will explain. In the beginning, what's happening is pretty inconsequential. He just wants to make it to his wedding on time with the proper clothing. But eventually he realizes the problems are deeper than that and he embarks on a journey to become the man that his wife deserves. Now, saying it like that, it actually sounds like it could be interesting. If this was just Groundhog Day with a different skin, this would be a C+ movie at least. But while in Groundhog Day, each reset would bring new challenges and move our character forward, this film fails completely at keeping things interesting. The day resets in this film happen so fast and so often in the beginning that each reset doesn't really do or accomplish anything. Also, the character of Rob doesn't really have one clear issue that he's working on. Sure, he's a little lazy and kind of selfish, but he starts off the film really loving his wife, and spoiler alert, he ends the film really loving his wife. There isn't a strong dynamic change to his character, and all the gags in this film are just juvenile and dumb. I might have chuckled once, but it was more like a nervous tick, and I hated myself. In Groundhog Day, Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania is a real place that breathes, that has personality, and is filled with real people. We have Ned Ryerson, we have Buster Green, we have Mrs. Lancaster. And even though in that film, they all just have that one scene over and over again, it's enough to show us who they are, and we remember them. In Naked, I don't know any of the people he keeps bumping into. We have a person that has a beer, another person that's grumpy, another person that takes a photo. It's painful how not memorable these side characters are. This town just doesn't seem real. The events don't matter. It's a mess. Nothing matters. Overall, I give this film an F+, and the only reason it's not a solid F, it's because I can see that there's some effort by the people involved, and technically it is a movie. It's definitely not a movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.